Okay, so we are gathered here to evaluate my own work, my own old work in 15-minute chunks. I had promised that anybody who could do this to a few of their own old videos would... Let me start over again. Obviously, I'm a little bit nervous about digging through my own work here. So anyway, Let's Play Academy. This was a practice that I asked everyone to do. Well, I'm now going to do it to 4 of my own videos in rapid succession as a stream. So, as a starting point, I think I'm going to go with Memories of Mana. I did a Let's Play of this, well, it was my first improv Let's Play. So I'm going to pick randomly episode 5. And am I more quiet than usual? 1 second. Let me see. How is this? Is my audio better or worse? Better or worse? No ads. Doggone you. Sorry, 1 second. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so the audio's better. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at these old videos and I'm going to rate it and criticize myself and talk about how I could have done better. Past me won't listen though. He won't listen to me. He'll continue making bad videos. So we'll just jump into a random point and let's see if it's balanced with this audio. Okay.
Dawn of Mana is really awesome. I would love to do a video about Dawn of Mana someday. I don't know, trailer, let's play, I don't know what, but something. Because it's a fun game.
Fix your audio balance. Your music's too loud past me.
Okay.
It's been years and I still haven't learned this one. Uh-oh. You don't? How is this?
How would I know this?
Do you hear it now?
Because I remember from last time I played this game. I don't know why I love this area so much. Maybe I just like libraries in games.
You guys hear it now?
Oh, I have healing magic on. Heal is the best spell in the game. A lot of games suffer from this. If you put healing magic in the game...
Isn't it great? The first criticism I give my past self is on its audio balance. And here I am screwing up my audio balance. Clearly this is one thing that I need to figure out.
If you are making a game of any kind...
Okay, let's see what else we can criticize.
Be careful about healing magic and healing items when making your game. Extremely careful in how much you allow the player to have, what it costs them to have it, you know, just...
I don't like that I'm covering part of the screen with my cam because I'm covering part of the information.
Every turn I'm just...
But
I heal my party with my healer and I attack with my other guys.
That's actually fairly standard. Most people do that, so that's not necessarily a valid criticism.
And the items more precious because, you know...
Yeah, the games, that was the first thing I criticized. That's the way the original video is. The music is jacked up too high and my past self's voice is too low. Oh.
Go back to town.
You're right, Schneider. Monotone. Yeah.
That was where they made, I think they made 4 mana games at the same time, released them on 4 different platforms.
Very monotone.
To try to revive the series, and Dawn of Mana was one of them. Dawn of Mana was the good one. Okay, I can't say that I didn't play 2 of them. I don't... Angela Boca. I cannot pronounce Portuguese just because I know what some of the words mean when
the game was still in Portuguese when I was playing it. I forgot that. Didn't they translate this one?
Actually pronounce any of this.
Might have been before they translated it.
Aqueras mares espírito elementos agora vocetem accesso às magias do elemento fogo. And right now, all the people who actually speak Spanish or Portuguese in my audience are cringing.
Yeah.
You just got an elemental spirit. It's the element of fire. That's my crude translation of that.
God, it's covering text now.
Para mudare espirito entre
I guess it's okay if you're going to read it aloud, and it's in a foreign language.
A magic disponible para o elemento. So, you know. Oh, good grief, we're still talking?
Okay,
Yes,
just skip
yes,
past
my
now.
magic can level up. Great.
Okay, you did it. Good past me. Good.
I need a statue. To restore my vitality to 100. Statues always do that, even when they don't do anything else. Keep looking at my hair.
You know, not
it's
really.
all sticky uppy.
Not really giving a
Down,
lot of information. Not
down.
much in the
Okay, well,
facial
this
expression department.
This might be the reason I like the library so much. Is just because I really, really like this boss fight. It might be because here we go, guys. Corin.
Oh, it is
I
an
don't
A.
remember how I was doing Angel's
Okay, the
voice.
translation is
Angela
just
Corin's
spotty.
voice.
That's what's confusing me. How
Was
can
that
you
the
leave
someone
parts
else did Corin's voice?
untranslated?
It's probably
Nothing to do with the actual Let's Play. Just now I'm critiquing the game's translation.
Angela, don't tell me you ran away from School of Magic again. Joseph and Queen will be furious. Joseph and Queen. Not her name, just Queen.
Honestly,
What are you
considering
saying?
this
I
was
thought you
me
were-
just starting out as a Let's Player,
Gosh.
it's not as terrible as I
I
expected.
thought you would succumb to darkness. He did. He lost
I'm
half his
actually
soul.
surprised. I thought this was going to be way worse.
Yep, he did. Explosion that I caused. Well, the important thing is that you're okay. I wonder if the power of darkness was controlling your spirit. Yes.
I think it's
So
pretty
that
much
was
accepted
it.
that every area is going to have a boss at the end of it.
Oh, yes.
But I think that this one... Did I actually fight Korn
You
in this
had
place? I think I
defeated
did,
me.
actually.
But that's okay, because thanks to you, I could see I was merely a puppet to the Emperor. I had been misled by the Empire and its corrosive power.
Alright, I'm going to skip ahead past the dialogue.
Really perished in
And
the
we'll see if I
explosion.
completely lose
Yes.
all ability to talk during
Ow,
the boss
you're
fight.
go-
This game had a lot of story, by
Are
the
you
way.
still controlled?
A lot of plot.
I think it's called Insane Banquet, and the title was so awesome and so fitting. I had to use this track for Clock Mercenary when I was doing my top 10 webcomics. Oh, shit. Did I mention this guy's really, really hard? Why can't I cast spells?
Yeah, the music is really overpowering. The voice,
Thank you.
again.
Oh my gosh. Get over there. Get him. Ah, he slowed me. His spell didn't target me. Well, I'm just gonna hit him with a goddess of war.
That happens to Let's Players. Like, you hear a lot of Let's Players talk about it. It's not something that you even try to do. It's just streaming and Let's Playing every day for years just changes your voice. It's just a thing that happens.
I really do like this track of music.
At this
When I was
point,
doing my top 10 webcomics,
at this point, the voice is being
Sometimes I
completely
spend days
buried
just
by the
trying to figure
loud
out
music
what
and sound
music
effects.
track I should use for a particular
I can't even make out what I was saying.
I spent 9 months on that project. I know that probably doesn't. Oh, that probably doesn't seem possible.
Okay, we're gonna move on to another past video. The big comment on this one is mostly the music imbalance, and it's gotten so extreme that I can't even hear what's being said, which makes further criticism of my past self difficult. So, we're gonna move on to another Let's Play. Let's try a completely different style of game. We'll jump a little bit into the future and try actually a co-op one. There was this game called Push, kind of hard to find, because when you type Push into Google, you get all kinds of other stuff. Okay. We'll jump somewhere in the middle of the series. How about part 5? Okay.
All systems are go. Engage.
Okay.
Woo! All right. Been a while.
And this is widescreen. Oh yeah! My earlier Let's Plays weren't widescreen yet.
We got a couch. Change.
There we go.
But not too soon.
Yes, of course.
The audio is awful quiet. Can you guys hear it?
Push that one right. Or wait, no, down to shit.
It's in a corner
Yes.
for all of eternity.
I messed it up. Get eaten by the bug. Try again.
No, we can do this. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What have I done? Okay.
Famous last words. Okay, that one up.
Okay.
Alright, and the next one down.
Down.
No, the other one on the right.
I think the lighting could definitely be improved on the face cam.
We had a plan,
Yes, that
but
one down.
we have...
Tried to slide the whole
so good.
screen over so that I'd
now,
be
we
covering
got- we
less
need
of
the
it,
bottom one up
but I
there.
could have actually slid
oh,
this
yeah, you
face cam to the left. Look at how much wasted space we have here.
Yes, you can.
We could have actually...
Yes. Okay, we're partway there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now. It was...
You need to push that one up a few times.
Wait.
Yes, that's what we did last time.
This and this?
Oh, well, you need to push the one blocking the way up a few times.
Long pauses, and it seems like 100% of the dialogue is about the puzzle itself. Unfortunately.
What have I done?
Alright, it's stuck. Alright, you're gonna need to move that block up. Alright.
Okay.
Oh, I know what you can do. Push that block if you... right,
Which
right,
block?
right.
I don't even
block?
remember all
right,
the
right,
rules of this
down,
puzzle
and
game.
Right, wait for the bug to pass. Pass a few turns. Pass. Right, move that one down. Right there. Shit. Okay. Alright,
Fail.
Cap, yes.
There is no...
Oh no!
Oh!
Last second.
How do I reset?
There we go.
Oh no! What do we do?
Right, that block up. The other one block, one down. The one on the right. Yeah, that one. Put that one down.
Down.
Yes.
Now, I don't know that it's
now you need to,
necessarily a mistake when doing a puzzle
Yes, now
game
it's
Let's
stuck
Play
there.
to
So
talk
take that
nothing
block
but
on
the
top
puzzle itself.
Yeah, that one.
But
Now
that's clearly the
there.
only thing happening in this video.
Now you got that one.
I mean, obviously
Okay.
someone
Now we need to
liked
push
it.
that
If it
block
got
down
12
there,
likes
up
out of
a few
31
times.
views, clearly
This goes over.
Yes.
that's actually a
And this can go
ridiculously high like to view ratio. And yes, I do like my own videos. If I don't like my own videos, how can I expect anyone else to? But even counting that off, it's still
Bug, you are
11
no
out of
match for our
31. That's
superior
And now you
insanely
push that
high.
left down one.
I wonder if
Yeah, you
quite a
try.
few of those
Use
aren't the
that time.
people who developed the
Good to go,
game
we're
itself.
Be
It's an
gone.
obscure enough
no,
game
no.
that the developers likely
We have
watched
done
this.
something
Terribly
terrible.
wrong. Fuck. We were so close. It's mostly that one in the bottom, that right corner. Should
And
be
that
right
is
there.
actually an argument for not
Okay, we can
trying
think-
to
we
do
can
Let's
get this
Plays of
right
puzzle
this time.
games.
Okay, we got it this time, I think.
Different
Right.
genres of Let's Play are more
Down.
difficult to,
far, so
different
good.
genres of games are
Space,
more or
space.
less difficult to Let's Play.
Yeah.
Puzzle games
Move that
might
one down
actually
one.
be one of the most difficult.
Okay.
I've heard it said before that RPGs are supposed to
And
be a
now-
very difficult one, but I find that they're actually not that hard.
Well, this has to go here.
I guess it depends on the
moment
RPG,
this goes
though.
here, now we have a problem because I have to move this one into that corner. You see? There's the problem.
Alright.
Anyway, the audio balance is better.
necessarily
Aside from
unavoidable
being able to shift the camera, I'm not really sure I can provide a lot of
Let's try the old
commentary on the proper way to do a puzzle game.
To that little inlet, but you get stuck on the little inlet there. Does no good.
We can't.
Yep,
push
it's
it.
going to be talking about the puzzles
Try.
themselves the whole way through.
Which leaves
That should be expected, I
yeah,
guess.
the only directions really being.
But it doesn't get anywhere from
I have had, there's actually a lot of people wanting me to play Dark Souls, and have been for some time.
That was so
jump over.
I have
Right.
never played a
Right.
Dark Souls yet, so I don't know how
Kill
it'll
me.
go.
I have no clue.
All right, let's hit up something else. How about... All right. This is one of the most popular series I ever did, actually. All right. So, my worst wizard ever in Master of Magic. Let's see how this one looks and how many things.
That's actually a good spell. No, we're getting Mana Leak, Life Drain, and Dark Rituals. Ah!
Okay.
We have 4 death spell books.
I see that I slid the game
Death,
down
School of
as
Magic,
far
I've
as I
played the
could.
least because
This was not
I mean, there's a few
widescreen.
things in it, but it's the
But in
weakest
an
School
attempt
of
to
Magic, and you
minimize
can't
the
have
camera,
life
I
and death
squashed
both.
it down lower.
Wish you could,
and pushed
actually.
This up.
Everything else is picks. There we go. Charismatic, Mana Focusing, Infernal Power, Mirren, and I'll be talking more about why there's no synergy going on between these abilities as we go. These abilities and the specific abilities. I'm gonna pick skeletons. No, I could
How's
use
the audio
skeletons.
now?
Black Sleep. That's actually a good spell. No, we're getting Mana Leak. Life
How's the audio
Drain,
balance now?
Rituals. Ah. Ah. Never pick that normally. Look, because I'm Mirren, I can choose the really awesome super atomic races of fun and awesomeness. Dwarves, trolls, dark elves, draconians. I don't think I'd ever pick beastmen, honestly. If I had, if I'm on the Mirren plane. But no, I pick the bug people. The bug people that everybody hates. Might as well stick with my theme of purple, since I'm wearing purple and using purple magic.
Okay. That was actually a pretty good introduction. How soon do you become boring and monotone again?
That sounds like a good name for a city. Does that sound like a good name to a city to you? I'm not a warlord. I really like being a warlord. Alright. Advantages of the Clackon. You know, I thought the insecticide patch was supposed to start with a good city. I don't see any resources. No gold, no silver, no coal, no iron, no mithril,
I guess I can see this is among my early videos why this one was so successful.
Still, the quark crystals? Anyway. Clackons.
This is
thought their population
this is
grew
way
quickly.
more
It actually grows
expressive and
slowly.
way better than what we saw
They
in
can't
the
build much
Memories of
anything.
Mana video.
And well, they have 3 production per
And
guy
unlike
instead
the
of
push
2, which
video,
a
this
pretty
is
big deal.
directed
So
to the
they work
audience.
50% faster.
And it's covering a
Gonna
fair
go
amount
with,
of information and
I guess a
stuff.
granary right off, right? Isn't that what I normally do?
But what happens when I run out of information to
Oh.
convey?
Okay. Halberder's Beastmen. I have to press every single edge I
Halberdiers.
have and do absolutely anything I can. And let's see. What could I build? I could get halberders if I made an armory. And I could fight their halberders with my halberders.
I still remember how sick with misery I got at points during this particular series,
I don't know.
as it tore me a new asshole
I'm gonna go
repeatedly.
ahead and try to make an economy, I guess. Get my economy going so I can
Yeah, usually with Schneider, he adds a lot to
build
it,
a bunch of
but
guys.
Push might have been our
Man,
first
this
time
is
working
adamant
together.
And mithril. I'm surrounded by adamant and mithril and gold and all kinds of stuff. And I didn't get any. I didn't even get, like, animals. Okay. 3 swordsmen. I can take that, maybe. A Doombat. Doombats didn't appear in caves before. This patch fixed that. need to take this city with the gold.
Actually,
And
this
better
video
race,
makes
of
a
course,
pretty
because
good
I'm Clack-on,
introduction to
everyone
Master
hated
of
Clack-on.
Magic. It's almost like it's
Many
almost like it's a
unicorns. It said
walkthrough
many
at the
instead of
same
just,
time.
We saw unicorns. It said many unicorns. That's way more information. I'm liking this patch. I'm liking this patch. But yeah, I gotta take these cities. Beastmen can make mithril and adamant weapons. I can use that stuff. I get powers over their population. But yeah, because I bug people, they're gonna hate me. There's gonna be so many rebels.
No,
everything I take,
this was the one that I lost.
And
This is the
people
one
don't
where
like
I
anybody
fail
either.
within 1 hour.
So, I'm honestly not certain if I'm making the best move by not just trying to build men and take the city immediately.
Yeah, that would have probably been the best
But
move.
I'm gonna try to get a farmer's market up, and then when I've got my economy going, I thought I changed
Oh,
black
yeah.
sleep into Dispel Magic. Crap. Oh well.
I hadn't
need
gotten
black
the
sleep.
cycles up yet. I hadn't figured out how to
make sure I
set
can
the
actually cast
DOSBox's core to dynamic.
But yeah, I'll get the economy going, then I can make men faster.
Okay.
Specifically because I'll have.
I think this
because
video
produces
is
food and it makes my
about
population grow
10
faster.
times more fun than the Memories of Mana
Those are both
ones.
good. The more food will let me have more people
Yeah.
focus on working instead of farming.
I definitely think
And the
that the push video, that like ratio, must have involved the developers of the game coming over and watching it and clicking it up or something, because that was an unnaturally high like to dislike ratio. This, about 1 to 100, a little less than that, is generally pretty high, actually. If you can get a like to view ratio of 1 to 10, that's usually extreme. But to see 1 in 3, that just doesn't happen. That's just unnatural. 1 in 10 is generally the most extreme and highly liked videos you'll ever see. Alright, let's pick a completely different... Yeah, I did. It was... Yeah, anyway, let me see. Well, apparently this video is a pretty good introduction to it. Master of Magic is made by the same people who made Civilization, but with magic. It's actually one of my favorite games of all time. And the guy in chat with you is a modder who has done incredible work to the game since... God, the things he did to the AI. The things he did to everything. He has really gotten knee-deep. Did I say no? He got waist-deep. No, he got chest-deep in the code. He figured out just about everything there is to figure out about the game, I think. Alright, let's pick something else. Let's pick something more... You know what? Let's pick a more recent video of the same game and compare with that. Hell, let's look at the video I made just a few days ago. This should be interesting. So, let's see. Padoop. Audio fail. Okay. Also, oh, wait. Oh, I see what I just did. Sorry. I'm used to watching videos in full screen. My mistake. That was stupid. Okay. First thing I'll comment is that your head is slightly cropped, sir. Move over. Yeah, it's kind of hard to watch where exactly you are in one corner while you're doing something else in another. Also, this chat could be expanded a little bit. And it looks like it's it's got a little bit too much on the top. It's top heavy. It could be slid up as well as expanded.
This is all that's left guarding this place. I'll have to get you some resupply somehow. I mean, they're still using arrows, which aren't going to work on the magicians, but there's only so much I can do.
Yeah, that's true. I asked about that, actually, about not showing chat anymore, but people said they liked it being in the corner. And I said, okay, sure, I have nothing else to put there. If I come up with something clever to put in this corner, then I'll put something clever there instead.
I think I'd rather have a spider. That webbing would at least shut down one mage for a long time.
Master of Magic has no PvP. It's not possible.
I tried last time. They don't like it when you ask the same thing over and over. They get moody. But I had tried last time, and she was like, no. Well, I don't really care if my scout dies.
Damn, I don't have any more criticism to give.
Make it painful, but I really don't have much in the way of making it painful.
I can't think of anything else that I could possibly tell my 4 days ago self to do better.
Be nice to me. No. What I'm gonna do? Oh, yes.
It's definitely a niche video. You have to like Master of Magic to want to watch this, but if you do, then if this is your thing, then this is absolutely gonna be your thing. So,
let this be a gift to you. Okay? That's my gift now.
Master of Magic videos are never going to have all audience appeal.
That's right. Unlike her, she's not.
Okay, let's look at one of my idle game videos. This could be interesting. Actually, let's look at the first idle game video I ever did, when I had no idea what the hell I was looking at. Utter confusion, if it's how I remember it. Let me see. It was adventure. Oh wait, no, not a general YouTube search. Oh no, I don't want that. Okay, it was Adventure Capitalist, which I still don't really have much interest in getting into. But okay, here it was, my first. Oh, Schneider was with me.
Okay, and I am playing something called created with Hyper. Oh my gosh, something called Adventure Capitalist. So I assume that ads are.
Okay.
Oh, capitalism's easy. Click the lemon or the progress bar to start. All about that progress. Go for it.
All about that progress.
Where's my progress bar? I don't see my bar.
Click the lemon, followed by the green arrow. I mean, green's money. Go for it.
We'll go. Dollar.
Oh, you bought it. I guess you're buying lemons.
I made $4. Oh, okay. Buy. I can.
Now you can afford another lemonade stand. Buy it. Oh, lemonade stand. That was a fun game, kid. Keep going. Those lemons won't squeeze themselves.
I'm squeezing them by hand. It got more expensive as I owned another one.
Yes, the basic idle game mechanics passed me.
Okay, yeah.
Now you're buying every lemonade stand on the block.
Oh man,
Like an
look at those
entrepreneur.
oil companies.
Well,
Hockey team.
Okay.
Shrimp boat.
you'll get there one day, son. First, you gotta start off with lemons.
Boy, car
every little
washes
boy.
are expensive. I thought we could just. I thought you could just get some hoses and sponges and.
You gotta buy the fancy soap. The fancy soap.
Okay.
Time to diversify. Purchase this paper route.
Wow, capitalism is.
You're watching
easy.
me look at past me
I
and
just have to
complain
squeeze
about
all
him.
these lemons by hand
Although I'm having
and
trouble
run
finding
around
much to
selling
complain
papers.
about at present,
Oh,
other
boy.
than the fact,
Everyone
once
wants these
again, what I
papers,
point out
more and
every
more
time,
customers.
you kind of
Infinitely.
smushed it to the side
Never
to
reach a
minimize
plateau.
the
There is
impact
no
of this, and yet
diminishing
it's still
returns.
covering an entire corner of the screen. But
Wanna
at
get- you wanna
least
get over
there's no
$5.
useful information being buried this
I
time.
did not read that in time. It escaped me.
We want to get all those $5
car
economic
wash.
turns in there, right?
The lemons are getting fat.
Tired of pressing buttons? Hire a manager to do it. Oh boy! Getting useless manager.
That's kind of true.
Cave John. Oh, they all have
Runs
names.
lemonade stand. Hire one to run your business for you, or to maximize efficiency, all for one easy salary schmallery. What? I don't pay them salary.
Nope, they're all just
Oh my
underpaid
gosh.
and overworked. That guy's even in his sleeping gown. Ebenezer Rockefeller.
Martian?
Oh, you're gonna
It's
get
Mr.
the
Hey,
good
it's
ones.
Grumpy
Scrooge
Cat.
and... Okay. Let's start up the top here. Okay.
Thornton.
I need this guy. Gabe, you need to... Oh, wow.
Oh, we're flying.
He
we're
is
flying.
a machine.
Yeah.
An underpaid machine.
Maybe that means I've
Because
made little
capitalism,
progress
ho.
in the last 3 years. Holy crap, this was 3 years ago, guys.
Capitalism. Oh my gosh.
We need more capitalism.
Who's that
here.
guy who's been giving me the tips? I like him.
Yeah.
Angel upgrades. Cash upgrades. Oh, little umbrellas. It triples... Well, yeah.
250,000 for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have anywhere near that much.
Pretty
Funny
much
pages.
just stating what's in front of you without
Okay.
trying to
You've
make
been
any
selling
actual
newspaper this
jokes
long
out of
without
it.
Funny pages? You monster.
I suck.
But I
Have
can
you no
see
shame?
just
Where-
how
I have
confused
no
my past self
shame.
was
Could not
by
look at
this.
it without, Garfield.
I have no shame.
How much do you need for a new manager? Thirst quencher. Speed of lemonade stand profits doubled.
Oh my gosh, it is exploding.
How much does it cost a new manager?
I don't know yet.
Check.
Oh my gosh, it's costing $1,000 per lemonade stand now. Yes, I should immediately check my managers.
You need
15,000.
I
for
think
the
you're not.
newspaper
Oh, you're
guy.
almost there. You're almost there. You're
Pizza
14,000.
delivery.
You're almost there, man.
I know,
Get the new
but I
manager.
got
It will
pizza
rocket
delivery.
up as soon as you get the manager's worth it. You see how the lemons.
Yeah.
Like, come on, we know that these guys are
W.W.
exponential.
Heiserberg? I don't get the reference for this one.
These are all going to be like terrible, terrible people we really don't want to know about.
I don't think so. I think they're going to be awesome people who are going to manage things for investors.
Do you really want the Rockefellers working for you?
Earn enough cash.
They make good money. They
No,
make-
you have to read this guy.
Earn enough cash, and you'll start attracting angel investors, which give profits a boost. Seriously? Wow.
I'm sorry.
Careful though.
Oh,
you gotta reset
the top of your
everything,
head's cut off,
or
by the way,
else do
past
zero
me.
to earn them.
I should have
Is it
noted that
worth it?
earlier.
You tell me.
I don't
feel
understand
like I'm
what these
nitpicking.
represent in capitalism.
They're investors.
But why does that set everything else to zero?
I don't know,
Sell
but
shares.
the fact that they are angels.
Because you are encountering the soft reset for the first time, and it's baffling. Okay, let's look at another Let's Play of an idle game for comparison. Let's go with something more recent. And by more recent, I mean, let me see if I can open up a video that the world hasn't seen yet and rate that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I had a fragment that I didn't. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's do this! Behold, you're about to witness something that'll probably be posted on Monday. No, wait. Okay, hold on. No. How do I... Oh, dear. It won't play it off of Media OBS is locked in such a way it won't play something out of Media Player, will it? Well, I might be able to circumvent that. Okay. You won't play like that? Fine. I will use display capture. Okay, there you go. No, wait. There we go. Okay. All right.
actually been amazed at how far I've
Okay.
climbed.
How's the audio
with
balance now?
hour and a half runs. I mean, I'm not even doing black holes, or I'm not even using my crystal power really at all, or making crystals. I mean, I'm literally just doing hour and a half runs, and they're a little bit sloppy at that. As
More
I'm not
energy.
quite,
Set your pants on fire.
Not doing it perfect.
Pretend your pants are on fire.
AFK quite a lot for various reasons. Anyway, let's knock a few more over. We're already up to P-ball 14. We can knock that one down easily enough. I'm going to let this build just a little.
Ah, right, the day might
You
challenge.
know, this is the best part of the
Yep.
training right here when you're doing the time manipulation / train in Dimension X, period. Get that up to 10,000 at least, right? And this is okay for a little bit, for a few levels. Anyway, I've also been doing 1 hour growth campaigns, of course, but now I'm going to go to sleep, and it's going to have like an 8-hour block. So we're going to see how that turns out. But as I was saying, I'm surprised at how far I've been going. I'm actually getting really good GP out of this. I mean, it's just really good GP.
Yeah, it's a really good challenge, by the way.
course, I
You'll
want to
like it.
do
Once you
this
finish your
again.
double rebirth challenges, you should immediately hit the day might challenge. It's
Okay,
good.
you
It's real
are
good.
Now to create for me 100 planets. Okay, do that.
Because
do that.
it has found my
Time,
weak
but,
point.
Yeah.
It has found my
mean,
brain hacks and
just
spidered its way into
Genuinely
them.
Surprised at how good.
Either you like these kind of things or you don't. If you don't, good, you'll have more free time. If you do like this sort of thing,
Oh wait,
then
actually,
you must either surrender yourself
that's
to
safe.
them
100 planets should be
or
good.
not. Stay
let me
far away
see.
from them. There's not
Alright,
much of a
you
middle
lot
ground,
are
I'm afraid.
pulled off here to go to the planet. Oh, you have to make these. Okay, wait. No, you can do this. Do one more. It's fine.
See, on the one hand, I kind of want to
Stats.
tell
You
myself
get-
that you need to have more energy. That seems to be your weak point. Actually, that really is a real-life weak point to me. I did some blood tests recently and got prescribed some vitamins and things that I had deficiencies in. But on the other hand, I don't want to become annoying. I don't want to become like, you know... So, you know... But yeah, I could definitely point and say that it's a little bit low energy. It's not monotonous. It is somewhat expressive. I think that it's also kind of niche. I think that's a kind of running theme with my videos, and might show a kind of weakness to my videos as a whole. Is that each time I'm dealing in kind of a niche thing where the people are only going to enjoy this if they like the games that I'm playing. So that you're here because you like Idling to Rule the Gods, or you're here because you like Master of Magic. It's not really, you know, if I go and I play Idling to Rule the Gods, it's not going to be any fun if you don't like that game. Even if you like me, you're not necessarily going to like the video. And that could definitely be a weakness to my, do I call it my style? I don't know. Yeah, I actually hear that it is actually a vitamin D. It is actually one of the Ds. D3, apparently. And I got another thing here, magnesium. Yeah. I was hit up with this and that and that and this. So anyway, longest game.
Captivated was 1 month. What's interesting about idle games, the good ones, is it's not about winning and losing. It's about optimizing. And it's different. Like, when you play Master of Magic, I mean, there's a lot of optimizing that goes into it, but, you know, there's... How do I explain? Like, you're constantly fighting, things are being broken, you're losing things, you know, platformers, you're you know, like, you know, there's different things, but the idle game does away with the loss condition completely. The only reason anything that you have goes away is because you say, I don't want this thing anymore, make it go away and give me payment for it. Usually a soft reset type mechanic. But it becomes not about trying to beat the game, but trying to, well, I mean, I guess it kind of is. You're trying to optimize and make the fastest growth you can. It's really, idle games are a type of puzzle game. It's a specific type of puzzle. So, you know, an idle game with roguelike death mechanic. It's like, I don't think you could build an idle game with a fail state. I think it would automatically become a different genre. I mean, maybe you could do it. Maybe you could come up with a whole new niche, but I don't think that it's quite compatible. The big thing about the idle game is that you're always making progress, and that's one of the brain hacks that idle games go for, where they get you, is they hook into your, you know, we have a need to constantly progress, constantly advance, and it's something that's present in most video games, most movies, novels. Like, when a novel, you're reading it and the characters stop making progress, that's the kind of place where you tend to put it down. Like, if the characters aren't growing, or the story, if nothing is progressing, if it's just kind of, ugh, then, you know, you're like, oh, this is terrible, nothing's happening. Idle games tend to be all about the progress. But anyway, a feedback loop. Yes, resource management. Although you know, there's a lot of resource management in a lot of games. I mean, if you think about it, even RTSs are primarily, like, StarCraft 2 is mostly a resource management game. Like, the macro always beats the micro. Until two people are both more or less even on macro, the micro doesn't even matter. Showing or trying out new builds. Yep. Well, that is an interesting thing about idling to rule the gods, is that there's not a lot of new content. It's more about the challenges and what order you take them in. Well, now that depends. I think people who are addicted to cigarettes might have something to say about that. Although, maybe those are hard to start too. I wouldn't know. I remember the Calvin and Hobbes strip where he tries to smoke a cigarette and just hacks and coughs and flops on the ground, gasping for air after one puff. Teachers used to like to stick those in their classrooms. Okay, let's see. Let's look through my playlists. You know what, chat? You guys get to make a pick. Hold on. Let's find my playlists. Okay. That's not right. Hold on. That's all wrong. Ah, here we are. Okay. That's not a Let's Play. That one's off the menu. That's not a Let's Play. Well, I mean, sort of is. Sort of a scripted. We'll just take it off the menu for simplicity's sake. Because it's weird. Realm Grinder? Hey, I didn't know yet. I didn't know that the challenge was rising by a P-ball each time. I didn't know. Let's see. Alright, well, let's hit up Realm Grinder and see. Where are you, Realm Grinder? Realm Grinder.
Realm Grinder. I was expecting something a little more Lovecraftian from the, and Christmassy, but, let's find out what this is.
A very
Greetings, Your
popular
Majesty.
one indeed.
I will be your royal advisor and help you manage your realm. Click anywhere to learn, it's Christmas time. The subjects of
clipped
your
out
realm
the
are
side of
sensing the
it.
aura of power in the air, inspiring them in their daily life and making them feel proud of your
Right, I
righteous
started during a
leadership.
Christmas event.
Encouraged by your unmatched abilities as a ruler, they believe it would be appropriate to offer you daily tribute for the duration of the holidays. So they threw 200 snowballs at me. Good. Good.
Slide.
Okay.
Slide it over.
That tree just had money
Slide it
fall
over
out of
past me.
Money grows on trees, I see. Clicking on landscape will generate coins, the primary resource of your kingdom. Money! It grows on trees.
There's a
What the hell?
background sound.
You did it! I did it! I clicked
Yeah.
10 times on
That was
the tree.
before I had.
You can purchase your first building. Purchase a farm!
Before I installed
Okay.
all of these.
Okay.
foam
The farm generates
built all this
coins.
Studio.
It's a money farm. Okay.
Put that there.
Don't seem to has any
Still
music.
need to slide it over past me.
What do I just got? What do I do with the 200 snowballs? Farms? Let me see.
Let's
Allegiances
see.
upgrade. Proof of good deed. Give yourself to the good side. Proof of evil deed. Oh joy. Good and evil, huh? You have to just get some paperwork signed. Okay, you're good. Abdication. Avalanche. Increase the
Definitely
production
better
of
than
all
my
buildings
adventure
based on the total
capitalist
amount of
video
snowballs
already.
collected. Okay. Yay! Crop rotation. You make more coins that way. Okay. Trophies. Yes. Events.
Bit
500
monotonous.
snowballs.
What's
Adventurer
the
wants to
voice
say
again?
500
Well,
snowballs for 5 rubies.
No, I guess I can't
What?
say that.
That's the worst deal I think I've ever heard. Off with his head. After I've cut his head off, we'll see if that counts as an evil deed. What's this? You found a faction coin. You can form alliances with different factions. Okay. Alright. Oh, see, 6 different types of currency down there. Each upgrade becomes available for
Which
purchase
me
once
looks more
each requirement.
unkempt? Past me or current me? Hold
Okay.
on.
So, what do I do with the coin?
There.
I
It's
guess
past me,
not
isn't
much.
it? Okay.
What do I... Spells? I want to cast spells. Oh. Tax collection. I'm an epic wizard. I can collect taxes through my magic. For some reason, nobody likes me. Huh. Okay, I think I get what's going on. Boy, I wish this game had, like, music.
No, actually you don't.
Oh, this is spend my actual money. Never mind. Scry. Be able to select from the following bonuses.
Okay.
An advertisement. Wow, jeez.
Let's jump ahead too.
Alright, so a few things. First
This
of all,
is now my third video. Let's see what this
This
one.
opened up. I needed to get to 1 billion crystals, apparently, or gems, I'm saying
away,
gems. At 1 billion, it popped up, and I didn't click on it. I waited until
I had 20 trillion. That is how many orders of magnitude more gems than you thought I'd have when I first clicked this game. You're unprepared for the sheer wealth and power I've accrued. But first, let me talk about a couple other things before we click on this and find out what the archaeology is about. I figured out a few things about this game.
Me.
First of all,
me.
The elves are now viable because they got an upgrade to Moon Blessing that makes it click 15 times a second. And you know the elves are all built around clicking, so
unlocking the
suddenly they're viable,
faction
suddenly they're able to get crap tons of faction coins, second only to the goblins.
Mechanics that I
gathering
forgot
faction
even
coins.
existed. It's been so long. This
You
was
know, I
2
used to think
years ago,
angels and demons
almost.
were like the best, but
No, more than
I've
2
changed my
years
mind
ago.
completely. Elves and goblins are the best, especially goblins. Like, angels and demons are great and all, but it takes them so long to get 5,000 of every coin
You're
type so that they can
encroaching on
actually
the edge
start
again.
running on all cylinders.
Yeah, no.
The elves do
Actually,
it
he's
really
doing a pretty
quickly,
good job of
and the
not
goblins,
encroaching
it's
on the
almost
information.
instantaneous. It's just like, bam, you got all your faction coins, everything's set up.
Yeah.
Also,
Basically,
goblins,
what I was
got
doing
their
was I was
upgraded
sitting
spell
on
too.
the
It made it
edge
cheaper,
of the
but they don't
camera,
have the.
and then
The
I
only
was
thing
just
the elves have on the
plopping
goblins
everything
is
on
a
this
massive
side
MP
out.
boost, which let them
To take
run
up
this
as little
spell
space as possible.
practically continuously.
And then once again wedging the game over to the side. Although once again you cropped out the bottom
goblins
this
are
time
amazing,
rather than the side.
And as for the undead and fairies, you might be wondering, I haven't had much luck with the undead. By all the numbers, as far as I can tell, they should be the best if you're gonna not play for a long period of time and just log out, in theory. But fairies, I don't know what to do. I literally don't get them. Like farms, inns, and blacksmiths, like that's great, but I don't get them. Just don't get them. And the last thing was it gave me a ruby. The rare super currency that's, I've only gotten one. It gave me one. And I could get all of these different boosts, like mana regeneration or stuff. So I chose max mana.
I am sorry. You have a good point. I should pause from now on when I want to talk over my past self. That is a very good point. I should have thought of that sooner. Great. The next time I do one of these, I'm going to look back and go, what's wrong with you?
And it gave me 25. I feel completely ripped off. I'm like, no, that's it? Can I take it back? Can I reset? No, I can't reset. That would cost me another ruby to reset. Never mind then. Alright, here we go. Archaeology, please. Aha! Alright, what do you need? You need money? I got enough money to choke an elephant. Actually, I tested it once. It didn't just choke an elephant. Elephant graveyards are my fault. Sorry about that. You need gems? I got tons of gems. What do we need? Click on the button on top left and order your archaeologists to excavate. They will find faction coins, rubies, artifacts, and more. I want artifacts. Rubies would be nice after I wasted mine. I don't really need more faction coins. The excavate reset button is used to start the excavation process from scratch. It may be useful if you want more attempts at finding artifacts. Okay. The buttons, your information, and the chances.
I think that's more rubies than I've ever found. I'd have to look.
Okay. Finally, quests and lore. Artifact lists will show you detailed information about the artifacts you have discovered so far.
Let's jump in.
Gems. That was like 30.
I think this is before I started making them out of pieces. I think this was all recorded in one go. It is. Oh, wait. I slid slightly. Maybe not. Hold on. Let's see if we can find the moment that it shifts. And we can test. Okay. It's down. I want to see if this was made as one piece or multiple. Okay, let's see.
All set up this quick? Man. Alright, so I got myself another ruby out of the excavations. Also, I have an insane level of things when I abdicate this time.
He thinks that's an
as you can see, I
insane
went
level of
back to
gems.
Titans. They just gonna do the long haul. They got the most crazy boosts right now. So I'm now going to do that reset excavation thing, but first, it's really all we can get. 7 more. All right.
Yeah. Sure. It's, yes, Hadriex-ception. Exactly what we're doing. No, I'm looking for things I did wrong to point at my past self and go, WRONG! Most of the videos have been coming out okay, though.
Just faction coins.
There's still that background noise. That remains a problem in many of my videos for quite some time. During my older ones, I actually used to intentionally insert music. Well, that was mostly, you know, back when I did reviews and things, to try to cover that.
So, I got a chocolate cookie. I don't know what that does, or why I took it from an old woman, or why it was in a wasteland made of cakes and sweets. And this scarab, it says that it's the rarest of relics, and that it will grant me 7 days of good luck starting now. I eventually saw that it appeared down here. That's way too much for me to afford, and it would be like a 30% boost, so I guess that's kind of neat if I could afford it. But
Yeah, that was a common audio problem that I had back then. This is an awful introspective. If you want wet sandpaper, get a cat. What? Probably. That sounds like something past me would have done. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot I can critique too harshly on this one either.
now we're going to reset.
Which is unfortunate, because I wanted to rip my past self a new butthole.
What do our elven demons
Oh,
give
come on,
us?
you're clipping the bottom
Increase the
slightly
production of all
again.
buildings.
I probably still do that.
5,000 seconds. That's about...
Okay, let's pick another. Let's pick another playlist, guys. What else should I rate? I wonder how I did in Uranium or Arafel. Arafel is tempting. Caster of Magic. It's a Master of Magic mod. Okay, well, the most viewers, you wanted my analytics for that, but I can just tell you straight off. Realm Grinder. On a whole, if you're talking series, Realm Grinder. Partially because it's 48 episodes long, and partially because it averages very high view counts. Caster of Magic has always been, just anything I do relating to Master of Magic tends to do very well. For view counts, actually my trailers have the highest numbers for individual videos. But for watch time, believe it or not, Metroid AM2R is one of the highest in watch time ever. The Western RPGs tend to be fairly niche. I guess we could hit up Baldur's Gate for a minute here. Look at one of those. Okay. I mean, you know, 221 isn't bad at all. Okay, a little... Long period of silence. Bad me. Bad. It's all great, but what I need is... By the way, how's the audio? No, give me those back. Come on past me. Say words. I know that you can speak words. Okay, I don't know what cloud codes are. You'll have to tell me how to enable them, but mostly I want my HUD back. I have done something terrible and I must have it back. I can't play without seeing everyone's hit points and things.
Oh, this audio. Are you able to hear? Also, you're clipping the side of your head again.
Oh my gosh, you guys
I think I do that a lot.
Ah, H for HUD. Okay, thank you. That was horrible.
What you want?
What? Of course.
Well, now that's true, too. There's a lot of these games. I have no idea where the Baldur's Gate people are. I have literally no idea where in the world I would need to share this. I'm not a member of any Baldur's Gate forums or Discords.
Great. Hey, MON. No, wait, that's the +1 one. Keep that. Can you move now?
Make it quick.
Okay. One bow too many.
It's a slow game.
Ooh, man, I missed that.
Is it
Wow,
better to not try to be too
Hey,
yappy?
what is this?
Or would it be...
Protection from petrification, just sitting on the ground. Hey! Maybe we should go hunting those things.
Because there are long beats of silence.
Yes. We'll just turn our monitor off now and just play like that. I think playing on core rules is hard enough. There were several difficulty settings above that, but when you go into the first dungeon and half your
I have
party
3
dies,
dead characters.
you're playing it on the correct difficulty setting. Further than that is just sadistic.
Oh, you definitely should. Baldur's Gate is well, if you like Western RPGs, if you like games like Fallout 1 and 2, or you know, any of the Western RPGs, Baldur's Gate is awesome. If you're a D&D fan, Baldur's Gate, the first Baldur's Gate is just incredible. Baldur's Gate 2, generally, I think that the fans on a whole prefer 2 to 1. I'm one of the weird ones who think that 1 was a better game. I have fairly mixed feelings about the Enhanced Edition, but it's the only way you can get the game now on Steam, so, I mean, you won't know what weird things they did to it. They changed how a lot of things work, though. So us old school purists are like, hey, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Alright, let's pick another one. We'll do one more and then I'm ending this. How about Fake Happy End of all things? Alright. The turn-based strategy has its advantages for Let's Plays because it gives you a lot of time to think about what you're going to do and what you're going to say. Action games tend to be far more difficult because, for one, they're constantly kicking your ass if you're thinking about what you're saying, and when you're focusing on the game, it's hard to make any commentary. Alright, we're going to jump...
Alright,
we'll
fake
just play
happy
from the
end.
start.
Let me just turn my face cam on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was the one where my face cam was dead. We'll jump ahead a couple episodes then. We'll just jump into the middle of this series.
Time for some more fake happy end. And there were places I didn't get into on that preceding set of floors.
Yeah, let's skip to the actual
hope-
gameplay.
How does everyone make
Into
I-
the gameplay.
gigantic stomach and
Into the
P
gameplay.
boost early on?
There we go.
And I think that's
It's
the best way to
half
tackle
visual
random
novel,
encounters.
so you know.
Alright.
Oh, crud, you don't have anything equipped? Oh, no. Well, you're in a crit build now. I don't have money for another aura. I don't even have money left over for a bagel. That. Much less a piece of... Your audio is unaligned. It's out of sync. I remember that problem. I don't even remember how I fixed it, but that plagued me for a while. And it's fairly obvious. Oh my gosh, is it disorienting to see the lips move and the voice not match? That's horrible. But we'll get more stuff. Huh. The pad? Hey, look, I actually managed to get this in. The developer actually did this for me. Cakes hadn't healed us. But that did. Oh well, there was definitely some places down, further down below. Right. Let me see. It was like red. Well, anyway, we're gonna advance. Whatever we missed for now. We will advance ourselves up to... Kind of want to go to the basement and challenge that horrible thing down there, but I know that would be stupid. Ruins? I don't want to be in a part of a tower called Ruins. We had enough problems with falling into holes before, when it was presumably not fallen into ruin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoa, Hi there! Beautiful Stegosaurus. That's a combination of words I never anticipated. And you are not a Stegosaurus. I'm sorry. You have been misdiagnosed. Nothing about you is Stegosaurus. Hooves for hands, hooves for feet that somehow look like high heels. You're like a person that's in the process of transforming. One of you all should comment on that. Also, you're crazy durable compared to things that I fought in the past. It looks kind of like a dress, but it's not. It's your skin, isn't it? This thing is kind of disturbing. This is what I was saying. I don't think RPGs are usually called to be one of the hardest things to Let's Play, but when you get one like this, one that's made out of such disparate and frankly freakish visuals to talk about, I mean, those are hooves up in those horns. I mean, those are little hooves. It's just, what the hell, man? Makes it fairly easy to have things to say. Yeah, I commented. The voice and the mouth are not at all synced. There was an audio desync issue. It's actually very distracting to have them out of sync like that. That would be like my #1 complaint about this one. This was also before I had my HUD, but this is right before I got my HUD. I had it all blocked off so that the game was not having anything overlap it, which was a thing I was forever fighting. And then I had this blank corner, and with every game I didn't know what to put there. I put chat there now, but for each game I just have to pick something. And for this one I had a pretty good little animated GIF. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't actually have a lot bad to say about this as a Let's Play. Again. I need to learn to be harder on myself. Let's give it another minute and see if anything jumps out at me as obviously wrong. I think we got this thing, though. Ah, crap! That's what I was trying to avoid. Alright. Revive X! And, light. And, self-heal. It's probably not going down this turn, sadly. Okay. Finish it! Okay. Big Peridot. Well, that's not gonna be enough monies for me to get you all the gear that you need.
Neo's really got to
And
make
then
a
I'll go to
sequel
you
this
and
game.
say self-heal. So I'm willing to bet that 1, 2, 3 is... Oh, I'm sorry. No, that means 3 switches. Okay, my thinking was all wrong. Here, I was thinking I'd need to just kind of step on them in order, but no, it's actually 3 separate, Wonder when I'm gonna encounter things that can move more than 1 space per turn. Rat, I've cornered myself. No! Not another beautiful Stegosaurus. If that's the face of a beautiful one, I hope I don't run into any ugly Stegosaurus.
Okay, actually, you're right. Okay, so let's answer questions here. I guess I'm gonna stop here for now. Okay, first with yes. Yes, this is the same author who made Alter Isla and Alter Isla Genesis. This was the last game that he released. It was about 2 years ago now. I haven't contacted him. I don't know if he's working on a sequel to this or if he's working on something else. He had disappeared from the gaming scene for like, I don't even know, like 5, 6, 7 years. He was just gone. And then out of nowhere, he showed up with this. And it's like, well, it's a dating sim RPG thing. Wow, this is interesting. And it's such a hybrid of different art styles. Yes, one of the pieces of artwork doesn't belong with the others, because Neo totally inserted an image for me. The main character had no image at all in the game by default. And I was like, hey, how about you put this here? Because this is a piece of fan art of me, since I'm playing this character. So it's just dropped in. My favorite Let's Play. Of my own. Jeez. I don't know. I did a lot of them. There were games that were really, really fun to make. And I've just had an eye full of a crap ton of my own work. Actually, I kind of think that the worst wizard ever was looking pretty good. Surprisingly good. Now I see why so many people like it. Why it has such a high view count and like count on it. God, there were a bunch that were a blast to make, but I don't know. The things I tend to be proudest of are actually, of all things, my trailers. Like, I really love how the second Rosencrew Stilette trailer came out. I don't know, it's only like a 2-minute thing, but I'm, you know what the hell, we'll play that. Why not? Okay, let me see, I'll need a moment to find it. Gah. Okay, let me see. No, wait, why is it all the way over? Like, okay. Somewhere in all of this, top 10 online comics, that was a ton of work, but I was always real proud of that. Oh, here we are. My game trailers. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these I'm proud of. This was one of my earliest ones here. The first one that well, I mean, not that these came out bad, but this one came out well. Some of my reviews I really like, but if I had to say my favorite video, I mean, many of these, of all of my work, I mean, this one was really hard to make, with all the disparate elements. And the Sim Farm one is maybe not the best trailer I ever did, but it was the best trailer that could have been made for Sim Farm.
And if you play Sim Farm for 15 minutes and then try to imagine what a Sim Farm trailer could possibly look like. And it's important to me, these trailers never lie. They always show you what's in the game honestly. Like, they never pretend anything that's not there. Alright. Oh, I gotta slide this over. I was actually paid for that one. And there's a lot of little details that I don't know if you even realize just your first time watching it, but I know they're there because I put them in. Like, you can hear little things with the music corresponding to actions. Like, listen to what happens when all the knives show up. That little... Like, I'm just... Yeah, I really knocked myself out on this project. It took me weeks to make this. It was just a minute and 27 seconds. And the last, like, 5 seconds are just now available on Steam. But yeah, this one. So that's my answer to your question. It's not even a Let's Play. It's a tiny little video. And YouTube, one of the reasons I stopped making trailers very often, I loved making trailers, but they took a lot of work, and YouTube does not promote them anymore. Like, if you look back in the day, way back when, you see that my trailers were doing extraordinarily well. There comes a day, all of a sudden, as I'm getting better and better at my craft and making them better and better, YouTube stops promoting short videos and switches everything to long form, and you just start looking at the view counts on them, and it's like, this is 1,000. It's a good video, but these just cease to be viable. I'd work I'd work and no one would see them. Nobody would ever get to see them, hardly. 150. Okay, this one did okay, relatively speaking, but you get what I'm pointing at here. 185. Like, considering the amount of work that went into the tiny little things, you know, it just wasn't. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, what else can I say? I would knock myself out on all kinds of effects. Multiple layers and things all coming together. I love making trailers. I wish I could make a living just off of making game trailers. Like, if there was a market for indie devs to just pay me, like, yes, for $500, I will make you a 1 to 2 minute trailer, and I will make it beautiful, and I will put in all kinds of effects and things. I will do, but yeah, I mean, again, once again, I don't know how to social media, I don't know how to interact or contact people, so, I have this weird-ass skill set and do the best I can with it. Yes, actually, that was... I got paid. But after the translation company paid me, the company that owned the game sent them a trailer and said, you'll use this. Actually, no, it was before they paid me. They paid me anyway, even though, like, well, thank you for doing this. Like we asked, you gave us, yes, this is perfect, but, the company that we're translating the game for, they just shipped us their Steam trailer, and that's what we're going to put on Steam because they own the product, and they said so. So, I was left with this thing. But, whatever. It's a great video. I loved making it. I love that I have it. And, you know, I can't say that they screwed me because they didn't. They paid me, so... I know. Well, I said I'm not sure what my favorite Let's Play is. I said maybe it's the worst wizard ever. Actually, I'd have to think about it more, but it's might just be that actually. You should play Fallout 1/2. There's a Fallout 1/2. Anyway, well, that's it for today. I'm going to move along. I wish that I had had harsher, meaner things to say to my past self. Honestly. Okay, wait a minute. If I wanted to dig around in some of my old reviews... Ooh, dare I? I know where my first video on YouTube ever is. We've only been looking at things that are within the last 4 years. I have something from 8 or 9 years ago. Ooh, I have sort of hidden these too. They're still available, you can still find them, but only if you know where I stowed them. 'Cause they're bad. Alright. So, way back when, somewhere, all my reviews. I don't link to all my reviews. This playlist is here. This playlist is just sitting here out in the open, but when I link to a playlist, I use my best reviews, is the title of the playlist I normally link to. This and this were my first YouTube videos. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Alright. I didn't have a face back then. No, seriously. For the first, like, 4 or 5 years on YouTube, I hid my face. I don't know, man. When I grew up, it was never share your real name, never let anyone see your pictures. The internet, way back when, was a different world than the place we know today. And that's the world I grew up in. And I hadn't ever taken to the social medias or the Facebooks or anything, so I carried some baggage with me from the 90s. That probably should have never been to begin with, but whatever. Alright. If you're wearing headphones, I recommend you switch to speakers because this might be ear rape. I didn't have good microphone, among many other things.
Memories of
9 seconds of nothing. Great start past me.
Mana, a Portuguese fan game made by Atelier RGSS, who also call themselves Moonglesoft. Made using RPG Maker, this game is a sequel to Seiken Densetsu 3, a game which tragically was never ported to the United States.
Perhaps some energy? Perhaps not speaking so incredibly slowly. Perhaps just using your regular voice instead of that voice. Alright, continue.
If you're watching this at www.gamerssnark.com,
Oh great, a website that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, keep shilling for that. Oh my gosh, is that a cursor? That's a cursor. This isn't a Let's Play, this is a review. You control the footage. What is the top of the thing doing here? Why is that in the film? Why is that in the shot? Cut that out. The film quality ain't so hot either.
there should be a link directly below this video to the game author's website. In Memories of Mana, you play as Angela, one of the lead characters from Seiken and...
God, this voice is pissing me off. It's fine. Every word and line of dialogue is okay still. You're conveying information correctly. There's no humor. I have a lot I could say about tutorials and reviews. Rule number 1 when making tutorials or reviews: clarity. Figure out what you're going to convey and convey it. You are correctly following that most important rule of all. Rule number 2, be concise. Your voice is speaking slowly, but I suppose I'll give you that one past me. Rule number 3, be as entertaining as you can as long as you don't violate rules 1 and 2. These are Hadriex's 3 rules for any time you're making tutorials or reviews or otherwise trying to convey information. You are utterly failing at number 3.
Setsu 3. Now you're supposed to go to some sort of meeting between royalty, but you never get there, because while still on the boat, Celestia, ruler of the realm of spirits, suddenly appears before you and summons you to her world. Lost and confused, you meet a talking cat who guides you through your adventure. Soon you discover that someone is gathering the books of mana,
The music change
intent
was
on
all right.
altering
That
the
was a
very
pretty good
history
moment
of your
for it.
world and thereby undoing your victory over the Dragon Emperor in your last adventure. The man behind this is none other than your deceased arch-rival, Corrin, who will not submit himself to judgment, even if he has to condemn the world of the living in order to save himself. That bastard even turns a former party member against you. What of the gameplay? Well, it plays very much like Secret of...
Okay, I've had enough. Oh boy, I think I've pretty much said what I thought of it. It worked better later when I started doing alternating between 2 different voices and having conversations and stuff. Then it worked better. But with this one trying to narrate the entire way through, no, this did not work. Ugh. Portuguese, actually. The game was untranslated at the time I made the review. It's a wonderful game, but yeah. From 2009. I could do the Cave Story one. It's not going to be much better. It's going to be twice as long and not all that much better. Yeah. And it's unstable too. From shot to shot, different amounts of the top are being clipped off. The thing with the the top of the window with the red X and the orange X and stuff. If I skip around a little, you'll see what I mean. See, over here, it's not there at all. Then you'll be over here and you can see a blue line across the top. Right? Oh, and down the side too. Oh, great. You can see it wobbling between shots. Here's a whole bunch.
All in all, I give this game an E for excellent.
Also, I didn't know how to use effects back then. These are just all straight cuts. I mean, that's not bad. That's just... I didn't even know about crossfades, but, you know, again, that's not terrible. I mean, it's the first video. I mean, come on. Actually, it was the second video. I think the Cave Story one was technically made first, but they were posted together, and somehow this one ended up on top. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. Until next time and every time, I have suffered enough. This is Hadriex signing off. Yes, Cave Story has an amazing podcast. What the soundtrack? What the hell? Stan Lee's blood was stolen? Man, fanboys are really getting out of control. Jeez. When I get to that, yes. Yes, anyway, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.